My dear students, I apologize for not showing up today. I'm still sick. I might not look sick right now, but my nose is very red, as you can see. And so I decided to help you out by creating a little demo of what I'm asking the substitute to do for math. You're going to need some scissors. You're going to need a square of paper. And then you're going to need a blank sheet of paper. These are called tessellations. You'll take your scissors and you'll cut something weird into your square. The trick is that you'll start in one corner and end in another corner. You can also end in this corner or in this corner. I'm going to give you two demonstrations. One in this corner, so it'll be a straight edge, and then one on a diagonal. So first I'll do the one that's a straight edge. I start in this corner, and just watch. I start on one corner, and I don't know, I'm just cutting whatever. Like, I'm not really planning this. So I cut something, and then notice that I'm going to end on the other corner. So this is what I did. I started off like this. I had a regular square of paper, and then now I pull them apart. Now I'm going to take this one, and I'm just going to pull it up on top like this. So I created a new shape. Okay. Then I have black tape, but I'm sure you guys know where to find our tape since you're so enamored with it. So this is my tape. I forgot to tell you, you're going to need it. I'm going to put this shape down so you won't be seeing this part. But I'm going to take some tape and I'm going to tape those two parts together now. I'll try to show you this. Here. You can see it well on my table. So I'll show you again. This was a square. I pulled the square apart after I cut it, and I took one of the parts I cut, and I attached it to the opposite side of where I cut it from. And now I'm going to just tape it down. Okay, now this is a sheet of paper that's blank. I'm going to make an artistic pattern with it. So you're going to need a marker of some sort. This is the marker I'm using. And then you just trace the shape that you made on this blank sheet of paper. Now, as I've said, you're making tessellations. The meaning of tessellations is that you're making shapes that when you put them next to each other, there's no space between them. That means the edges touch completely. So I'll show you in a second what I mean by that. So here I've traced it. Almost done, and voila. Okay? So here you see I've traced what I made. Now, I'm going to go down, line it up again, and I'm going to trace it again, the parts that are not touching with the previous shape, the previous trace. Okay, see? So as you can see, when I trace this shape and then put it next to the other part, there's absolutely no spaces between them. It touches perfectly. Then, say I want to do it upside down. So at first I was going like this. Now I'm going to go like this. I'm going to turn my shape over, and I'm going to attach it on this part. And I'm going to trace it again. Hold on. There. My computer was blanking out on me for a second. Oops, where am I? Okay. And I have traced it again. There. Now you can see it made this really cool new kind of pattern, right? So I can keep going like that. So I had it like this. Now I'm going to flip it over again and make one here. Now this is your introduction to geometry. Geometry is really cool because geometry pretty much represents the building blocks of our world. Geometry is very important in art, and it's present throughout anything, throughout nature, throughout things we do as humans. So architecture is dependent on geometry. So this is our introduction to geometry. We've started with area and perimeter, but area and perimeter are things that we measure shapes with. So now we're going on to more interesting shapes than we had before. Now once you guys make your own piece of art, because this is an art piece, you can do whatever you want with it now. You can color it, or you can draw cute little faces in it. So I'll show you a little cute thing that I might do. Like this kind of looks, let's see, I'm looking at it, and you guys can make your own assumption about what you think it looks like in your own brain, while I'll come up with something myself, and then I'll draw it and then see what you think, okay? So I'm gonna think about it a little bit. What do I want this to be? I don't know. Sometimes I think that it looks like a kitty. Sometimes I think it just looks like a weird shape. So I'll do a few different ones. This one I'm going to make into a kitty, because this kind of looks like it has cat ears. Okay. It's a very happy kitty. But this looks kind of like a fishtail, so maybe it's an underwater kitty. And this kind of looks like a fin. So I'll give it a fin. And this is its fin right here. And then this is its fin too, then I guess. I thought it looked like a tail, but now I think it looks more like a fin. Okay. And then this is just its little body right here. So, I don't know, it's just a flying little cat. Maybe it's a flying cat, or maybe it's a fish cat, I don't know. Anyway, so that's what I made of that one. This one right here, I'm going to do something else. I don't know, this kind of looks, ooh, I see a dog in here. So I'll give it some angry teeth. Arr. There. And this is its nose. And these are its two ears. You know how dogs sometimes they fold up their ears? So I'm just going to pretend that this is a folded ear. Like this. And then maybe it's just a hungry dog, or maybe it's an angry dog. I'm not sure. You can decide based on how you think it looks. I think it looks kind of like a... Anyway, it's just a dog-looking thing. So here you see, I made a cat out of one of the shapes, a dog out of the other. These ones could be birds, or you can just draw patterns on it. It's whatever you want. And you can do different things, so you can continue drawing the shape and fill up your whole page with it and color each one different things. It's whatever you want. So now I'm going to do one more. I've already taken 10 minutes of your time, so I'm going to try to make this fast. I'm going to put a pause and then start over in a second.